Welcome. So, number one, your name and any other personal details, interests, maybe family. Well, my name is Doug Jong, and I'm a musician, and I have been. This is where I make all the noise, and actually probably make most noise over there. That's because those walls are much thicker. But guitar is my favourite. That's probably what you need to know about me personally. I also love the psychology of why things happen. So making art. I love making art, but I'm also not just me, but other artists. I mean, interpretations is fantastic because why is it? Because I just like it. I don't really need to justify it. There's lots of things that I like, but I appreciate time and attention. That's probably what you need to know about me, and I really love ergonomics. Um, so much so, this is how hardcore I am. Where my teapot is, within arm's reach, is where I get my teacups. I just smashed it. I just smashed a teacup before. Sorry, Mum. You have to get me another random cup for Christmas because that's all in pieces. Actually, what else do you need to know? Um, I like, I probably should have thought about this. I like being different. As I get older, I really like individualism. Individualism? I just started up a new religion. Anyway, I like being different, point of difference, and actually being yourself. I think authenticity is probably the word that I'm looking for. What else do you need to know about me? I'm addicted to learning and also about letting go of previous conceptions. I think as we all grow up, we have an idea about, hey, that should be, you should. But I think as I'm getting older, it's becoming more apparent that I need to shed the old self to become better at whatever it may be. Like knowledge is evolving, it's an evolving space. And about any other personal details, I really like pizza, but I probably shouldn't eat that much. What else am I into? I like full driving, I like motorcycles, Harleys, and guitars. Oh, and I'm a beekeeper. That's pretty important. What's really baffling and it's really interesting is how a bee communicates to another bee. Like he flies into the hive, and he says, "Hey man, you should go down the road, second house on the left, down the backyard, second or right tree on the right. There's a flower 3 meters off the ground. You should check that nectar out." How the hell do they communicate that? So it's really baffling. But why I got into beekeeping, what you probably should know, is for singing, because if you consume honey in your environment, you are less likely to be reactive to other stimulants. Yeah. And another last thing about me, I'm really into is about experience, and because I would like to do a PhD, and this is not the thesis yet. I'm still developing it, but I'm really puzzled about the effects of vibration on the body. So when we listen to stuff, we listen to. Oh, I should have organised my props a little bit better. When we listen to music, we actually only listen with this little thing, and it's through here. Then it entertains our little follicles on our, it's cochlea, I think, in the brain. But as we travel throughout modern society, our whole body is made up of thousands of cells, and we're actually exposed to industrial noise. Like right now, there's a plane going over. So my whole body is listening to that. Hence why this is actually an endorsement to play your guitar loud, so turn your Marshalls up to 11. But on a serious note, the only time we actually listen with our body is in our car, right? So it's always maybe under a stressful duration because we're multitasking. So I guess if you want to know something about me, I'm really puzzled about why and how we can make that experience better. Maybe take your time, change your mindset, and make some noise. That's card number one. Card number two. A brief rundown on what you do now and are planning to accomplish in the future. You will speak about the why of this in more detail. Okay, so maybe just reiterating, I love guitar. I don't just like it, I love it. And I think being involved and attached with something you really love, this is maybe just off this topic, but just to expand it a bit, when you say discipline is the mindset of doing something under duress, and then you go, oh, I've got to be disciplined. I've got to go and do that. I've got to go and lift the weights. I've got to go out of my way to do the discipline. But the same energy, if you're really passionate about something, and you've all done it, like you go, oh, I might check out that new thing on eBay. And then you go, oh, new product, cool. Where's a review? Let's watch a video. And this all happens at 2 o'clock in the morning. Before you know, it's like 3:30. But anyway, my point is that energy, where did it come from? You're in bed. You're supposed to be tired. So where I'm at is I'm trying to understand how to better do that in a natural way, engage. And I'm not perfect, and I guess no one is, but yeah, what can I do to tap into that energy of passionate energy? Because if you play from here, do whatever you want from here, it's not hard work. And as Yoda says, do not try. Well, there is no try, right? So anyway, a brief rundown. What am I planning to accomplish? Well, in the future, I'm actually, right on cue, my computer's gone to sleep, and you might have to edit that one out there. So what am I doing here is I'm waiting for my computer to wake up, but I'm actually in the middle of midst of writing a new record, and let's see if it goes. Yeah, so it's not plugged in through the big PA, but well, actually, to tell you the truth, this music's actually for a guy in Germany. True story. But what I'm at now is making more art. That's what I'm doing right now. And I want to get better at that, as I said, about the process. Because I think when I was younger, I was always focused on the end fact. How do I make this thing? Like, get this done, get it done. But the thing is, you don't really have to, but this is just me, is I like to unbolt the process. If I can understand the process and, more importantly, improve on the process, the outcome's always going to be different. So what am I doing is I'm recording. So I have lots and copious amounts of gear over there and stuff, just to make the process nice and easy and enjoyable. And so, did I answer that question? Yeah, I'm working on a new record, and we will talk about why, and I will come back to that in chapter 4 about what's involved with this new record. I'm also going through this whole internal cleanse thing. I know, sure, I might be late to the party on this whole what's going on with you on a microbiotic level. I'm not an expert. I'm just, I was just an avid fan sitting on the fence saying, oh yeah, that's going to be weird. So I'm now celery juicing every morning. And if no one knows what the side effects of that is, actually, you probably saw this celery juice just before. It's and I'm going to be honest, sometimes it's a discipline. But anyway, I'm trying to love it. And yeah, about being internally healthy from the inside out. So here's this new thing I've been learning, that the stomach is its own thing that influences how you think. And so if it influences how you think, that'll be how you feel, because emotion comes from thought, which comes from food. It's deep, I know, but that's how I am. And so anyway, that's what I'm working on. So in the future, I want to, no, I shouldn't say I want to, have to use NLP, neuro-linguistics, I can't even say it, neuro-linguistic programming, is that I am being aware of what I consume, because they say, this last 2 feet that goes into your mouth, you're the owner. Like, that's it. The rest is up to you. So anyway, in the future, I plan to clean my diet up and help people. That's the other thing, probably number 3, the third thing. So make some more art, look after myself internally, and whatever you do, share your knowledge. So I'm just touching on this briefly, or I'll come back to it. So I started a live stream TV show. That's what it is. So I talk to people and I connect with their content, whatever they're doing. Most of them are musicians, or they're guitar makers, or I'm going to get artists on there soon too. But it's called Make Some Noise. So I actually say this when I'm playing in a gig for real. I say, make some noise for someone doing a drum solo, someone doing a bass solo. Oh, make some noise. I'm doing a custom. So it was actually to get the audience attention and share it. So that's my whole point, why I've called it Make Some Noise. And in the future, it's out of control. I did not think I'd be producing a TV show like 6 weeks ago. Anyway, it's happening. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do in the future. So I hope I've covered that.